This is the Scratch Stepladder Finals here at the Midwestern Open Tournament at Plaza Lanes here on June 29th, 2014. Matt Churk alongside Ray Spink. Had you here all day, Ray. What have you thought so far while these two great competitors practice?
You know, I've thought this is a pretty good turnout today. You know, obviously numbers would be better if there was more people, but with the quality of bowlers that came out here today, I mean, everyone bowled really well. They seem like they're going to come back, and what they need to do is go out there and promote it. And I think that's what all these guys do best. I mean, really, just sitting here, it's a good experience. Not being able to bowl, it's all right because I'm still surrounded by the great company. It's really nice. But other than that, I've thought the lanes played pretty well. The shot was kind of demanding today. Obviously, spares matter today, and spares should matter in bowling.
I agree with you.
I felt like it was a successful tournament. And it was well ran. I mean, you guys did a great job. Plaza Lanes has done a great job. You guys did a really good job promoting it. It's going great. And the only place to go is up. This tournament's going to be big.
So practice is over now as the number 4 seed, Andy Klein, takes on the number 3 seed, Kyle Sherman, who is no stranger to being on top. Kyle is a member of the National Collegiate Champion Lindenwood Lions this year, as most of you probably saw on the CBS Sports Network. That was an excellent show to watch.
Very exciting.
Our ex-commentator, who is watching back home in Chicago, Illinois, Joey Petzold, was also a member of that team.
Shout out to Joey. And his graduation. He graduated this year, too. That's a big accomplishment.
That is.
So I know he's proud of that. That's a good thing.
So
I just wish he would come back.
I wish he would, too. We miss him here in the booth.
Andy Klein's going to start off in the left lane. First ball is a 2-pin.
What I find interesting here is now that these scratch bowlers are coming down to the pair that had the handicap steps. 3 games of handicap bowlers who mostly threw straight. There was one lefty, 2 lefties really. So maybe it won't be that big of a deal. But I'm curious to know how this pair will play compared to what they're used to in the round of 8 that they were just bowling on. If there is any difference in the lane.
And the round of 8 that they were bowling also had the 4 bowlers on a pair compared to the 2 players that were over here on a pair. So
yes, that's correct.
I was here listening to Jacob talking, and he was talking about how his ball is hooking so much. Now over here, I don't think it's going to hook as much.
As we see Kyle Sherman stepping up here in the first. Andy goes 9 spare. Solid 9 for Kyle. That's rough.
That is real rough.
Kyle going for his 9-pin conversion. What ball? What can you tell what ball that is? Is that a? Can he throw only Brunswick still?
No, he can throw whatever he wants. During school, they're exclusively to Brunswick during school competition.
Oh.
But right now, his strike ball, he's throwing a Rotogrip Asylum.
Okay.
Looks like a pin-up ball, maybe stacked above the bridge. And, of course, the spare shot was the T-zone. I believe that's the lava color. He's going to go for number 2 here.
Yes, frame number 2. They are both tied through 1. Both have 9 count spares.
Oh, we got a little more hand in that one.
Yeah, he definitely moved left and swished him up. Great shot for Kyle.
He said, I'm not going to stand here and leave a 9. I'm moving and
That's
hit
right. We want to welcome in the booth now handicap champion, Austin Easley. How you doing, Austin?
Good.
Yeah. How's it feel to get out there and win again out in the competing against? I mean, think about all the bowlers that were here, all the adults and more adults than normal. How does it feel to win in the handicap division today?
Good. It was good.
Yeah, it's good. I know your dad's real proud. I did get some good pictures of you. I did put them up on the Facebook page already. So be sure to check that out. Ray, do you have any questions for Austin?
Sure. Are you as nervous to be in the booth this time as you were the first time?
No.
No? All right. How'd you like to bowl that last match? I saw that one ball fell off your hand, but then you recovered and you picked the spare. That was pretty big. That was good. That's hard to do. A lot of people just get up there and get frustrated. So.
Yeah, it's cool to see out there and do something like that because, like he was saying, it's really important, like especially growing up and learning that not to get frustrated when you have bad shots or throw a bad ball or have a bad game because if you stay positive, you can turn that right back around and start striking and still be in the tournament as you saw today by competing and maybe making a bad shot and then coming right back on it and taking care of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a great learning experience to do that.
So Austin, I do have a question for you. How's your thumb holding up after using the what's that, the thumb sock?
Yep.
Yeah. How's that affected? Like changed? Were you still having any thumb troubles at all?
No.
Cleared it all out? Now I see you got one on your pinky. Is that an additional one, or is that specifically made for pinky, or how does that go?
No, it's just like when I tuck in my pinky on my ball, it starts tearing up. So Dad said put one on my pinky so it won't tear up.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good. I got junior gold here coming up. How exciting is that?
Good.
Yeah. Nervous?
A little bit.
Yeah. It's a great experience. Once you get out there, you're gonna realize that it's one of those things that sticks with you for a long time. So we know you're gonna go out there and do great. So wish you the best of luck, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, like he was saying, it's one of those things where you're going to go out there and you're going to find out that there's so many areas you can improve on. Like my first year going out there, I said, man, these guys can throw the ball that well. I want to do that. So when you come back, that's going to be the most important time for you. You're going to be able to see all this stuff, learn all this stuff, and then come back and practice that stuff. So this next month's going to be a real big, important time for you. And then I expect you to come back and win the next tournament, and then in the next one, and then potentially the scratch tournament, and then the scratch tournament. So a lot of good things coming. I can tell. And I know you're always up at St. Charles, always bowling and practicing, so hard work pays off. So keep doing it.
All right, I will.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Austin.
You have any questions for us?
Ask us some questions. We ask you all the questions. You can ask us away.
Nothing?
Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing? What are you going to go do after? You guys going to go get something to eat, or?
I don't know.
He's going to Disneyland.
Yeah, so you're going to Disneyland. No? All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Austin. It's awesome bowling. It's awesome to watch you bowl. I'm glad you came out all year long. We've seen you here so many times bowling. I think it's really cool, so thank you.
Yeah, you did
Congratulations.
Great. Thank you.
There you have it. Handicap champion Austin Easley here at the MOT at Plaza Lanes. While that was going on, our, what would you say, quarterfinal match here in the scratch division is underway through 3 frames. Andy Klein has 9 spare, 9 spare, 8 spare. And Kyle Sherman has 9 spare, strike, 9 spare. Kyle Sherman is up on the left lane in the 4th frame.
This is the lane that he struck on last time, so we'll go ahead and see what he's going to do.
And it was a good-looking shot, too, and that looks identical.
Looks pretty good to
it
me.
Looked pretty good. Maybe not identical. He doesn't seem to like it, but I thought it was awesome.
It looked like he moved in a little bit more, maybe with his eyes. He didn't expect it to hold as much, but if you can give him that hold from him, you might want to watch out.
So guys, being that we're a few matches into 19 and 20, have we seen a difference between the pair at all?
19 and 20, I believe, is a little bit oilier than 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yeah.
Because there was more bowlers bowling on these. This one only had, the handicap division was first off his lower
and
lower
Andy
rev
Klein
lates.
gets a Brooklyn right there.
Yeah, that was a pretty lucky shot.
Yeah, it looks like Andy went to a ball with more surface and picks up a little bit more.
Yeah,
earlier,
he did.
So gets away with one there.
Yeah, this is definitely oilier. So we'll see.
And just thinking about it, like on the 13 through 16 matches with the round of 8, you had all right-handers on there, whereas 19 and 20 you had handicap division with all left and 2 left-handers. So that means the breakdown is going to be a little bit different on this. So I would expect 19 and 20 to be a little less worn than 13 through 16.
Yeah, but I feel the 2 minutes of practice was fair enough, so they should both be pretty good now. And the shot's similar. That's a good ball.
Yeah, that is a good shot. Oh, my gosh. And an 8-pin.
Wow.
And with a chance to bring them within pins, 8-pin. And, I mean, we've seen it all day.
8-pin.
That's just how it goes sometimes. Got to keep the composure, though, and pick it up. All right, it is a spare conversion for Andy Klein. You could hear the crowd on that one, just in the back, simultaneous, just I mean, such a good shot. You just got to come back from that. Can't let it bring you down.
You know, Ricky, I asked Matt the same question earlier. Would you rather be number 1 in the seed, or would you rather be number 4? Would you like to run the ladder, or would you like to sit and watch?
From the tournament standpoint, I would rather be first, just because it guarantees more money. I mean, it's an advantage when you're on in third or fourth, because you get to bowl all the matches. But I mean, when you're sitting there, just a little bit of time can make all the difference in the world. I mean, especially if you do a few practice shots on the practice pair, get yourself lined up there. You got to know that you're coming into a new pattern, and you get 2 minutes on that, whereas the other person would get 2 matches on it, 2 full matches.
Yeah, and I agree with you. From a tournament standpoint, you definitely want to be in first for the money factor, but I would rather bowl a couple games and then face the champion, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I guess I should mention that our payouts today, first place is going to pay out $270. So we had 21 bowlers today. Second place gets $145. Third place gets $115, and fourth place gets $100.
And keep in mind that's on a $50 entry, so that's a great payout.
Yeah, with 23 bowlers.
Yeah. Well, 21 bowlers.
21 bowlers in this division.
Yeah.
Because we paid separate money for handicap.
Yeah, and Austin Easley, $120 for first. So.
Yeah, off 3 bowlers.
Off 3, yes.
Think about that.
So.
And we still don't have more bowlers here. Tell everybody. Tell your friends. Tell your family. I know you guys out there are going to watch us. Spread the word about us. We do good things for the sport of bowling.
Tell Facebook, tell your bowling ball, tell whoever you have to.
Have your bowling ball make an appearance. Another great shot by Kyle Sherman, and carries 10 back.
And next in the booth, we're going to have a Rotogrip Asylum.
Here we go. We got the Road Group Asylum. Boom.
That's funny. We got to have fun with it. Hopefully everyone else is having fun with it too.
So scores right now, Kyle Sherman just strung 3 of them together through 6 frames. Andy Klein is up in the 6th frame. He has a 9 spare in the 5th. Let's see if he can answer. He doesn't like it. It's left.
Now the Brooklyn strike bell carries it out.
And carries it, trips them all.
That's a momentum shift right there.
Yes.
I mean, that could be all the difference in the world with a Brooklyn like that. So.
I mean, it kind of made up for his 8-pin, honestly. The 8-pin was pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean, it's right back. I mean, you lose all that steam when you blast an 8-pin like that, but then when you come back with something like that, just a bad shot, and might want to mention that is 2 in a row in that lane, so I feel like the 8-pin is all made up, so.
And that's why I like match play format the best, is because from ball to ball, it can change so drastically. You can be here, and then you can be there, and then you can be sitting down watching the opponent because they could beat you. It goes quick. It's a mental game, definitely.
Oh, and it carries out another
shot
one there. So
but still high in carries.
So that 8-pin, once again, as we said, is more than made up. That makes it interesting here because
really
Kyle gets
does.
up here, throws a 9 count. He's actually down in the match, so he's got to continue throwing quality strikes here.
Yeah, he steps up in the lane. We'll see what he can do. Going for 4 in a row.
All right, we have Kyle Sherman up on lane 20, going for 4 in a row. He likes it, carries the 7 late for 4 in a row.
He's smiling.
Gonna be smiling too after that, seeing your opponent have that happen and then go up there and get one back. It's a good feeling.
So Kyle Sherman up in the 8th frame here on lane 19.
And I mean, this is still a really close match.
One ball can change the whole match. The whole shebang. The whole pie. All right, I'll stop
The
guys.
whole
Enchilada.
I gotcha.
But needs to get down lane.
Push.
No.
Wow.
He's got room now, guys.
There's
Watch out
definitely
for
hold
him.
room.
I mean, it looked a little wide off his hand, but it looked like he really came off of it right up the back, so caused it not to jump off that friction spot on
And
the
that's
outside.
almost, I mean, how much different is that from where Andy's trying to play on that lane? And Andy cannot get that hold.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't know. It's crazy because Andy's got such a good up the back release
He
that
does,
you would think that
he's
would,
got that hold. Maybe he's just too far right then. Let's see if he makes an adjustment.
or maybe he's a little too far left where everyone else has played. Boy,
Wow.
5-pin.
5, yeah.
Look at me, I didn't throw it.
I mean, not bad shots at all. Just it's just coming a carry match. I mean, I guess that's pretty much what all bowling is now, but
I agree.
all right. So Andy coming up to convert the 5-pin.
You want to tell us about your next tournament, guys?
Well, I mean, we're taking a few months off here just because of Junior Gold and things like that. It looks like we're going to be mid-August. We'll be coming back. We're going to be actually coming under a new name. So with the Midwestern Junior, with the juniors and our name, it kind of is a little bit confusing with it being an adult tournament as well. So.
And I agree on that. I was thinking that the other day, that there's so many possibilities for your organization that you guys have with having juniors, adults, and possibly seniors or anything else. It just makes it a lot easier to make a name change. What are you guys going to change it to? Have you decided?
We're actually going with 7 Arrow Productions.
Cool.
That's going to be the name, and then the junior tournaments are still going to be around. So there's still going to be MJTs. It's just that that's going to be the junior version of what our tournaments are, and then we're going to come up with a new name for the adult tournaments to kind of have their own identity and see where it goes from there.
But the broadcasting will be 7 Arrows Productions?
7 Arrows Productions.
Okay,
yep.
nice. I like it.
So we're actually looking for any clients that would be interested in having a live stream service like this. You can contact us online. We do have our email available on mjtbowling.com. And anybody that wants to get any information, or you can check us out at Midwestern Junior Tournaments on Facebook.
Looks like Sherman's stepping up here. He's trying to go for 6 in a row.
Will this put Andy away if he gets this one? Or has he already put Andy away?
No, he's still got to perform just a little bit here.
This one I think will pretty much seal it almost.
It's wide, almost, yeah.
Comes high,
It's that
6'10".
friction. And like we were saying before, he got all of it on that shot, whereas on the left lane, he was a lot further up the back of the ball. So hit that friction and came off a little bit.
Yeah, with a spare conversion, he'll be on pace for 238.
That does mean with a 9 spare 9 and the 10th frame, have a possibility of a tie.
Yes.
Looks good off his hand. All right, that was a pretty crucial spare right there on the 10th, or in the 9th frame for Kyle Sherman. So am I adding it up right? 9 spare 9 gives him 226. 9 spare strike gives him the win.
Yes, 9 spare 9 gives him a 226. I'm sorry.
No, that's 236, isn't it? Yeah, so he just needs a spare here.
And I would expect him to hit this one right up the back of the ball like he did before and throw it perfect.
He's out the back of it. That should hold. Great shot by Kyle right there. That does put Andy Klein away.
Just like I said, he was going to stay right at the back of it, stay through the ball, and he did that precisely. It was great.
And I'd like to see, I'm anxious to look when we post this online, just kind of watch that last shot from Kyle, because I know that we got a good shot of his release just to see how much different that really was, or if it's just lane 20 playing that much different. But I feel like if we look back at it, Kyle had got around it a little bit more on lane 20, so.
Ball change.
Trying to see what he's got.
And that was a little bit right off his mark, too.
Yeah, that's a good spot to go ahead and make a ball change. You've already got the match won. You just want to see what you have with the other equipment. Because obviously he knows that if he gets around the ball like he did in the 9th frame, it's going to hook. And we just don't know how long him playing right at the back of the ball where he is going to last.
Yeah.
The only thing I think he should have done there is maybe thrown another strike ball at that spare shot, just so he would have had 2 strike balls. Because the pin count did not matter.
Andy Klein will get up and finish this game. Makes a good shot.
And it's just a shame to think that he get out there and punch for 226, lose by 10 pins.
Yep.
And I mean, he's fought this entire time, throwing great shots with the 8 pin, with even the 5 pin. Pretty good shot, could have carried really easily, and unfortunately just didn't have the brakes. But he does. Kyle Sherman does advance to our number 2 seed, Jacob Gens. Oh, there it is again. 5-7.
Wow.
You know, I'm watching these lanes and watching these people, and I see Jacob Gens come over, and he has his regular bowling ball, and he also has a natural in his hand. So maybe he's got something special planned where he's going to throw a urethane ball.
He might have something up his sleeve.
Yeah, he might. So we'll definitely see what's going to happen. We got some great bowlers out here, and we're about to see a great match. And we still got Joe Dolan's over here warming up, practicing, staying loose. He's our tournament leader, and he will bowl whoever wins out of the match between Kyle and Jacob.
Andy Klein packs up his equipment. Jacob Gens brings down 2 more balls. This will be the semifinal match here at the Midwestern Open Tournament at Plaza Lanes. The number 3 seed, Kyle Sherman, will take on the number 2 seed, Jacob Gens, on lanes 19 and 20. They will get 2 minutes of practice at the moment here. What's your prediction, Ray? Who do you think is going to pull this out? Do you think Kyle's going to carry this momentum and win this match as well? I think so.
Well, see, that's where I'm looking at this, and it's deeper than what I think, because I don't know how long Kyle's look is going to last right at the back of the ball, and I'm thinking Jacob can get his ball read a little less, so he may be able to play there. But now I'm watching them throw their 2 minutes of practice, and Kyle's moving in over the gutter caps.
Yep.
So maybe he's anticipating moving in, which he's a smart player and a smart person, so he probably sees that. So I'm thinking Sherman's going to go ahead and take this.
I think so too. I think Jacob's going to come in, and he's going to try to line up off of Sherman, but I don't think he's going to be able to play there.
And we may be wrong.
I know.
I mean, they're both good players, and anything can happen. But it's going to come down to who is going to chase who. And right now, with Kyle trying to move inside, Jacob might try to chase him in. Maybe that's what Kyle wants.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he's playing a mind game right now.
He might.
Trying to shimwreck his mind like you were talking about. See, it looks like his first ball that Jacob threw in practice came up light, and then it looks like he made a right adjustment, a move right, I should say, and that ball came in high. So we'll see what happens here as they switch lanes for practice. That ball looked like it labored at the back end there for Kyle.
Yeah, if he wants that to come back, he's going to have to get around it a little bit.
Yeah. As Jacob throws it to the right just a little too far, hooks up early. So
you might see a urethane ball come out of it.
Yeah. I wonder how that's going to make Kyle play the lane if he plays the same break point with that urethane ball pushing some oil into it.
Kyle might even go get his urethane ball.
Yeah.
They might both throw urethane.
Might be a battle of the urethanes.
I think they should just bowl left-handed and call it a night.
With house balls.
Blindfolded. With one arm behind their back.
Yeah.
Their bowling arm.
Yeah. So practice has concluded, as you see there, tournament director Ricky Metzko resetting the score teleprompter for the next match. As the players shake hands, Kyle Sherman will start this match on lane 19. I think it's going to be crucial for Kyle to come out strong here at the beginning and keep that momentum going just in case the pattern breaks down to where he cannot hit it. I think a double right out of the gate is going to be very important.
Oh,
as
he
gets
it. You know, like you said, it is crucial to come out with that first ball and really show the guy that you're putting pressure on him.
Yep.
If you back off slightly, they're going to take that momentum and that
yeah,
advantage.
they're going to take advantage of it for sure. I totally agree.
But Jake, I think, will respond to it. Now, he didn't have that best ball reaction in practice, so Kyle has another game on this pair, but see Jacob just switched to a polished bowling ball. His
Still
IQ fusion still came high, but it was a little better reaction, so if he can just spare this up, I think it's a good starting point for him. He's got himself a better look than he did in practice. He converts the spare.
I still think Kyle's going to come out of this game swinging at least for a few more frames, so I think Jacob needs to put up a double here, at least strike on this frame to keep pressure on Kyle. Even though it is only the second frame, I want to say this frame is very important.
Makes a big move in.
Wow.
And he gets it. What a move.
Great shot for Jacob. See if Kyle can carry that momentum. Great shot.
All right, Matt, so I have a question for you, or a thing I've noticed.
Okay.
This tournament is open to all bowlers.
Right.
And I know majority of the bowlers were younger.
Yeah.
But what do you think about our three finalists, our last three bowlers that are still here, all being under 25?
Yeah. Well, that I think two things there. One, and more importantly, I think that skill level of the college bowler allows them to come out and bowl on tough patterns and have confidence to compete, so they come out regardless. The second point I want to make is that I don't think that we have enough exposure.
I agree.
And I did have some people talk to me this week who had questions about what this tournament was about, and when I told them that it was on I called it a sports shot, even though it's a kegel pattern, it's like an in-betweener, you know. They were turned off by it. And and I told them, I was like, we had talked about doing house shots in the future to get the exposure, but then also at that time, I think we would lose the basis that we have here, the college bowler.
You would lose a college bowler.
I think they would, because who wants to come and average 250 to make your money when you can average, I don't know what their averages are so far today, but I'm sure they're right around 210 to 215 or so, and that's, to me, that's what good bowling should be for money.
I agree with that, and it's two different markets. You have your college bowler, your bowler that wants to come out and bowl against them, and then you have your guy that says, you know what, they practice on those patterns every week, they go bowl in these tournaments every week, I do not want to spend my money bowling against them.
Yeah, because they feel like they're automatically going to lose.
Yeah, and that's their choice, but
then
they should, it's
at least
hard
try
to do
it.
it.
Yeah,
You can't make everybody happy.
No, you can't. You really can't. And our whole niche that we came up with this whole idea for this year especially. Now Ricky's done this several years, but this is the first year that I've really committed to it. Our whole idea was to create a tournament series that happened repeatedly, once, sometimes twice a month, and have it be cheap, have it be for juniors and all ages, pay 1 and 3, which from our understanding is rare in the St. Louis area, and have it on a challenging pattern.
And so far it's done pretty well.
I think so. I think our turnout could be better, but I think since this being our first year, people are seeing what our tournaments are like. They're seeing the live stream quality. And another thing is, we started this live stream with webcams. And because of the commitment of all the bowlers that have come out, we have been able to improve our live stream to what you see today. I do have the experience in live stream, but you're only as good as the stuff that you have.
Very true.
And the people behind the mics, which I think we're doing a great job here as well. And I'm glad that you came in to help out.
I'm glad you guys let me come in.
I really want to have you come back in the future. I'll
be more than happy.
But anyway, I just think that after this year and after word gets around, and people see the type of and the quality of live stream that we provide, like shots like that, I think next year, our turnout is going to improve, and we're going to be able to give away even more scholarship and money to the bowlers.
And see, this offers something different than any other tournament in the area. The other tournaments offer a 250 average for first place, a 1 in 5, 1 in 6 payout, and a $90 entry fee.
Yeah.
And right now, I feel like this is cheap. It's a good payout. It's got a demanding shot.
Yeah. It's
got a live stream. It's got good people that are running it. You don't have to worry about anything like money coming up missing or anything like that.
No,
and
never.
That's a great thing.
That's what we really, me and Ricky really try to pride ourselves on, is we're trying to run the most honest and fun and challenging tournament in the St. Louis area. And we're not trying to steal bowlers away from any other market. We love the Nationwide Bowlers Tour. We love the Southern Missouri Bowlers Tour. They have great events. I strongly promote both of those series, the MBT being the Grand Prix series of old. The SMBT series, I think, is the dominant tournament series in the eastern Missouri area, in Illinois even. And we're definitely not trying to steal bowlers away from them at all. We're just trying to not compete, but go along with them.
And offer other possibilities.
Something different, something challenging with live stream.
That's good. The way I think about it is you want to expand, but you don't want to expand too big.
Right.
And right now I think it's good enough that people are going to realize how good it is, and then they're going to come. And you got to expose yourself to them, but they also have to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And the biggest thing I see about tournaments in this area is they don't work together.
No, yeah.
And you guys are trying to work with other people.
We will. We totally will work together. And we had communicated with other tournament coordinators in the area, junior tournament coordinators. And we try not to step on any toes. When we schedule our events, we schedule them very, very, very far in advance. We already almost have next year's tournament schedule worked out completely as to make sure we don't step on anybody's toes. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do a positive atmosphere and create something fun and challenging for the bowlers and offer them a live streaming experience that they wouldn't get unless they bowled a nationally amateur level event.
It costs them $200-300.
Right, yeah, if we don't want you to drop $300 entry fee and not make a paycheck. I say that, but I shouldn't mean cut or win. But we're trying to provide a cool experience with the live stream.
He missed his spare.
He did miss that spare. As we're really getting off on a tangent, we missed half this game already.
Well, we can bring it back. Jacob Gaines has missed his 10 pin in the 5th frame, I believe that was.
Yeah, that was a 10 pin.
So
they are going to have to make a score correction. Let's see here.
That's going to give him 107, I believe. Let me see if I'm correct. Sorry, we got an old money. Yep, 107 in the 5th frame, and Kyle Sherman's at 89 in the 4th frame, and he's working on a spare. So we have less than a 2-pin match here, everyone.
Jacob now up in the 6th frame on lane 19.
Another good shot. Hopefully,
he really moved in. Wow.
Yeah, he did. He moved away, and he found that hold area everyone else was trying to play.
That was a pretty good shot.
And I don't know if you saw the rotation in that ball, but he spun it a lot more than he did earlier.
Well, you can almost see that with this hand release.
Yeah, he got it down to the spot. I mean, that's what you got to do on this. Got to get it to not read. And that was a really well-executed bowling shot.
Kyle's going to have to answer right here. If he can answer, it's going to be a great, great finish.
Little right. Little right in 4-pin stance.
So anyway, I didn't want to go preaching or nothing, but that's what we're trying to do. And for all you guys that watch or listen or follow us, just spread the word, word of mouth. It really goes a long way. And anybody that runs a tournament series that happens to be watching in the St. Louis or eastern Missouri or western Illinois area, we live stream.
Or maybe even Iowa or Kansas.
We're okay with driving. If you guys are watching, we contact us about live stream. We have equipment to do so. And as you can see, we can put on quite a product.
And they also have other people in other areas. So Joey Petzold up in Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who has a broadcasting background.
Yep. From
Lindenwood. Brendan Pick, who both of them, I believe, are watching right now. Brendan is down with family in Louisiana. We dearly miss him. He is one of the best commentators I've heard.
He's good.
And
one of the smartest guys I know.
Yeah, oh, yeah, and witty and comical. It's great to listen to him commentate a bowling event.
Yeah, I only see good things coming out of this. I really do. And it's something different than everyone else offers because it's a... Oh, that hurts.
Oh, no. That's disaster. I think I hear somebody in the back saying, give it a shot. So we're going to see if he can bounce this pin out. 4-6. Kyle Sherman.
And he got none of them.
Got none.
So that's one of those things where if you pick that, it changes the momentum, like we're talking momentum's key, but I think not getting into them changes the momentum even more.
Yeah. In the opposite direction. If he would have picked that, the psych out it would have put on Jacob could have ended the match.
But you gotta at least give it an opportunity.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he did. I think he just missed. As Jacob answers right back, gets a double up on the board.
And we still have a great game here. I mean, he's just one miss away from this being another 2-match or a 2-pin game again. I don't mean to get off topic again. I know they're still bowling, but Joey's been practicing this whole time. How would you do that? Would you sit down and watch the match, or would you just be bowling?
I don't think I would watch it, but I don't know if I would constantly throw balls because I would just tire myself out.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if I would pay attention, though, because that might get into my head. There's another good shot from Brendan. Wow. Not Brendan. I apologize. Jacob.
Sorry, Brendan.
I had Brendan on the mind. He just texted me, so. Yeah, 3 in a row there for Jacob Gens. But anyway, to go on about what you were saying, yeah, I don't think I would continue to constantly throw shots like that, just not to wear myself out. But I don't think I would pay attention to the match, though.
I think I would pay attention to the ball motion. I wouldn't have paid attention to who's winning. But, I mean, I would definitely be down here watching where they're playing, because I think if Jacob would have done that before he came down here, he would have moved inside with that ball sooner. And I feel like it would be beneficial for him to at least watch the last couple frames.
After hearing that, I might agree with you.
Just to an extent,
I mean, it makes very good logical sense to come down and see where they are playing and try to adjust your game to that. But I wouldn't want to psych myself out by watching the outcome or the drama of that game.
You know, and another thing is that Dolans has been inside both of these guys all day. Like, that's the thing, is that he's not going to be in the same area as them. So
he's been inside of these guys?
Yeah, he's so much further left than these guys. Plus, he's also lofting it.
And throwing it like 25 miles an hour. So he's definitely got a different role than these guys do.
I think he's going to be in the zone. I really do. Just like qualifying all day today. He kind of kept to himself, kept in the area. He was further left than anybody to start. And, I mean, on the practice pair, we see him. He's in 5th, 6th arrow. So...
Well, I definitely think it's going to be a good match here. Setting up this final part of the semifinal, Kyle Sherman with a 9 spare in the 8th.
Oh, he gets
that 4th and gets the Dirty Scotsman on 19 and strikes in the 9th. Joe Dolans, Jacob Gens now up in the 9th frame on lane 20. He has a 3-bagger with a 107 in the 5th.
Yeah, if he gets this one, it looks like it could possibly be a wrap. Pretty good.
Wow,
solid.
Beautiful shot.
It's a strong ball.
Yes, very strong ball.
Like, I don't know, most fusions I've seen just get a lot later than that, and I don't know, it's picking up really early.
I believe it's a pin down.
Yeah, just really tanking off the back end.
Yeah, he threw that out when we went to Reno. He threw that out there, and it rolled really well for him there. It got down lane, but it still gave him enough pop down lane to still strike. And now that's what he has right here exactly. I mean,
I mean, it almost looks like he's just flattening it off his hand.
Yeah. He's got such a strong release, but it's controllable too. It's not up the side of it. It's actually in a good position,
right?
Which gives him a real good look down lane, and I think it's given him a few boards down lane as well.
I honestly don't think I've seen a release like that.
No, I don't think I have. That's
it almost
so
looks like a full roller.
Yeah.
And you know, when he came down here from Iowa and he started bowling on my team on Thursdays, I saw him bowl. I was like, how does he do that? Without breaking his arm, and then all of a sudden I saw him keep doing it, and then he started shooting honor score after honor score. And it's just.
I mean, yeah, that was a little bit different.
It's almost like he's inside of it so much.
Yeah.
And he gets around it so much. But it's a flat.
But it's around it at the bottom.
Yeah.
But then it's almost like his hand is flat through the follow through. It's very unique, and it obviously worked this match, as he looks to strike out against Kyle Sherman.
Yeah, this could be a wrap before it even gets started the next game.
And what's funny is that during practice, I asked him which lane he wants. And he goes, "Oh boy, I didn't even think about that. I didn't strike on either lane, so I don't know how I feel going into this one."
And then he made that ball change, and he's making another ball change.
Yeah, he did. The same result.
Now, that one, it just looked like it didn't have as much on the back end. It looked like it picked up a little sooner, but just, I don't know. I don't think he's going to have as much room as the other ball.
And see, I don't think he's going to throw that right now. What I would have done there in my situation is I would have thrown that ball. Now, if that fusion does start to overreact and he starts leaving 4 pins or 4 nines, then that's when he can go to that gold ball. Since I don't think he moved anything, now he has a different look, you see what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
definitely a smart thing for him.
Good shot for Kyle Sherman to finish it out. As that wraps up the semi-final match.
257 to 214. With an open, mind you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go get this next match started, guys.
So here we are, the final match at the Midwestern Open Tournament at Plaza Lanes. Jacob Gens, the number 2 seed, will take on the number 1 seed, Joe Dolans, for the championship. Practice is just now underway as you see Joe stepping up and beginning the practice session.
See, he moved way right
Yeah, he did.
with a different ball than what he was throwing on the practice pair.
But that goes to show also, like I was talking about, is you could get lined in on the practice pair and then come over to the tournament pair and have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I usually don't try to get lined up on the practice pair. I just get my feet and my body loose, which that's why I was questioning why he was bowling so long.
So much, yeah.
Because you know he was loose.
Yeah.
It's just
it's
a mystery. I'll have to ask him that. That's a question I want to know.
I mean, he is lofting the ball, like Ricky had said. I mean, that was a better shot.
I expect him to come out and have a good game. I just don't know his logic behind it.
Looks like Jacob tried to move a little right just to see and test the waters. Came in real high. He was definitely not as far left as he was the last match, so maybe he's testing the waters with something different. I couldn't tell what ball he threw, but...
Yeah, if I was him, I'd almost just grab a ball with a little surface, move right about 15 where my break point is, because he's already got to look. He's already got to look. He's already got to look inside for 257. So now try to burn it up a little more, so you have just a little more hold. And plus,
that's a good idea.
With Joe playing so far right, that would make his line be a little burned up, so he could potentially hook high.
Wow, that was I wish you had seen that shot.
That was good.
He left that nasty 9, and something came over and bounced it out. I mean, Joe looks like he's just sending it out to the right. I don't know if it's dry out there or if he's trying to play the dry like that. Let's see if Jacob moves back inside. It looks like he does. He switches back to that ball he was throwing last game and got that lucky carry. So we shall see. Whew.
Sally sells seashore, down by the seashore, or something like that.
Did we mention we were here till 2:30 in the morning last night and started at 7:30 today? Yeah, I'm tired. So I'm going to reset one more time now that practice is over. You are watching the final match here at the Midwestern Open Tournament at Plaza Lanes. The number 2 seed, Jacob Gens, versus the number 1 seed, Joe Dolans. Matt Turek alongside Ray Spink. Ray Spink the third, right?
Well, we said 3 times, so yeah. I was kidding.
I quit. You can do it all by yourself. And Ricky Matsko, I'm sure, tournament coordinator, will jump in on this match as he did the last few. So we're looking forward to it. So starting this final match is Jacob Gens.
And we might even have a special guest in a minute.
Jacob.
Jacob Gens starts off with a strike, and he does stick with the fusion. You guys notice the first shot of practice, he went to the IQ Tour Pearl. Just didn't have it, and that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, I was wondering if he was going to switch back, and I guess he did. So here's Joe Dolan's first shot.
That would definitely be something he needs later in a day if it was a longer format, but right now he doesn't need it. Oh.
Yeah, tough break. He didn't get that out as far as he did on the practice shot. And he is incorporating the loft, and as you guys both know, I am a big fan of lofting it, so...
So is BV, Brian Valenta.
Oh, yeah. I don't think any of us can get close to that, but Dolan's is trying his best right now.
I'll call him out. I'm just joking. I have mad respect for him, so...
So Dolan's does open in the first frame, but...
Anything can happen.
Yeah. let's not start that the first ball of the match, but
pull one out of Mike Flanagan's book. We have the, well, I guess we don't. Well, we know, we do. We have the possibility of a tie.
For those of you at home who cannot tell, Joe is throwing a roto-grip uproar. He's throwing it about 6 or 7 feet out on the lane, getting the ball down to the break point, and it's really smooth off the corner.
Yeah, I mean, it's really affecting the shot overall. I mean, you saw that he didn't get it out quite as much on lane 20 and paid the price for it. You saw in the round of 8, he was going stringing it a lot, and then he would just go, not get it out quite as far, and it kind of cost him. It's one of those risk-reward shots out there.
Looks like Jacob's doing some ball work. He's either putting tape in or removing tape or playing with his thumb.
We need a shot clock.
$25 fine.
Yeah. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. That is something that was pretty cool back in the day, that you could always see, that I don't really see much nowadays, but the shot clock being right off the lane, like next lane.
I do remember
21.
that.
I thought that was the coolest thing. I thought that would have been the biggest factor of me. Like, if I ever made a show, I'm like, I would definitely worry about that the most out of anything. Yeah, just seeing that clock 3, 2, and then I'm like, oh no, I haven't started my approach yet.
Yeah, that's when I would just say, find me.
Yeah.
Because if you're on TV on a show, it's not worth falling off like that.
Jacob covers his spare nicely.
And now it's kind of weird. I would not have expected him to, if anything, with that fusion, the way he's throwing it, I would have expected him to go high. 2-pin would not have been something that I thought that he would be leaving this game.
Yeah, and he added a piece of tape, and looks like he's adding another piece of tape. And for me, whenever I add tape, I get a little more hand in the ball.
Yeah.
So my ball usually hooks high. For him, it seemed like he got more speed with it. Maybe that's why he left the 2-pin, but I'm not too sure.
I mean, going down there, the fans are cranked here. It's actually kind of cold.
Very cold.
I could definitely see a thumb.
Good shot.
That was a good shot right there. I could definitely see the thumb shrinking more than swelling in this environment.
Even though he's bowled pretty much consistently now for the last 25 minutes,
yeah.
Do you think his thumb would still shrink?
I think so. My thumb does it all the time. I'm just using it for personal experience, but my thumb will shrink down during a tournament.
Yeah, I know that. I usually have that problem as well. I used to go through probably 2-3 pieces of tape in a night. Dowens comes back with a double.
That was a
right
great shot. Great shot for Joe.
Yes, this is not over at all. It's going to go down to the final.
But yeah, going back to it, I mean, there is a definite, I would say a breeze in the bowlers area right now. So
yeah, if you're warm outside or wherever you are, if you're hot and you want somewhere to go, Plaza Lanes is the place. They are cranking the AC in here.
It's awesome.
There's no doubt about that.
That's great.
I think we're in the Arctic.
Oh man,
there it was again, just short again. I mean, he's got to get it out there pretty far. He's teetering on that point to where if he gets it short, it's gonna leave a split. But if he gets it long, it's gonna do that double bounce to where you have no idea what it's gonna do down lane. So it's quite a, like I said, quite a risk-reward shot. But let's see if Joe can get something to pop here. With all those
got a hook.
You just take your pin count. You're on a double, so that's 2 pins for everyone. And those 2 pins could potentially win in the match. So.
Jacob now stepping up here in the 4th frame. He started out with strike, spare, strike.
Man.
Carries another one.
Another great shot.
280 max score for Jacob.
You know, the thing is, his last match, that shot, I wonder if he made an adjustment or if that's the lane carrying down. Because we were talking about how much less this lane was hooking, and you just got to wonder if that's a less use or if it's a 25 mils carrying down now.
And that's a good question. I mean, we'll definitely have to ask him what he did.
Oh, wow.
Reminiscent of Andy Klein.
Wow.
I don't have anything to say.
Yeah, I thought that was an amazing shot.
You know, he got that one out just a little bit more than the last two that came up light, and it read the lane perfectly. It just drove right past the A-pin.
And you got to wonder, I mean, Kyle Sherman was throwing an asylum, but it looked like it was a little duller than this fusion that he's throwing, which means that on that spot right there, Kyle Sherman's ball would have hooked high. You know, we saw him go high a few times going Brooklyn. Right there, he pitched a little right, and it seems like it just came up a little high, and unfortunately didn't get the carry. Oh, Corbin. And that was that's Billings comes up there, and I mean, he's a quick bowler. If he would have gone up there, quick double, that would have been such a momentum change right there. It's really unfortunate.
Absolutely. After that A-pin, that would have been a huge momentum shift.
Yeah.
I mean, it still can be on a spare. You can still bounce back and have that. He cannot leave another split this match or have any open.
Ball return.
And as you guys hear, we do have a ball return for Joe Dillons on lane 20. It is coming back now.
They had the ball come back before we could even get to the front desk and tell them that's how great the staff here at Plaza Lanes is.
You got that right.
You know, besides ball returns, a couple ball returns on this finals and a few deadwoods.
These machines have run great, haven't
I know. I mean, these, that flawless day.
I haven't seen any sweeps today. I haven't seen any out of ranges.
No 180s.
No 180s.
No lane being down for 20 minutes or having to move anybody.
Exactly.
It really shows a testament to the staff and the mechanics here at Plaza Lanes and how well they maintain their machines.
There was no under the lanes or anything like that.
And you also got
it's rolling really well.
Oh, he gets a lucky break though. You also got a shout out to Ben Tubman as well.
Yeah, definitely. He bowled very well today.
Missing cut by only 15 pens, so.
Wow.
He really
good for him. I'm glad he came out and bowled. And I talked to him a little bit this morning and came down, snapped a couple photos of him and put them up on Facebook already.
Yeah.
So
where are those pictures located at?
That is on the Midwestern Junior Tournament Facebook page under the Photo Albums tab.
Oh no.
As
That's
Joe,
big trouble.
this is far right. Click on the photos button or the photos link, and then the albums tab. There is an album made for this event, as I do with every other event. And you can check those photos out of everybody bowling in the qualifying round.
We've even seen a few profile pictures of Matt Turek's work.
Yeah, my work actually has been used by quite a few college bowlers and actually a couple of touring pros, including Tommy Jones has used one of my pictures. I don't want any money, or I mean, if you want to credit me, that's great. I love taking pictures. I bought this camera a few months ago, and I love it. The only thing I ever take with it is bowling in clouds.
So you'll see if you check out Matt Turek's page, you'll see an extensive collection of
behind the scenes type of stuff.
No. Well, we did have some video from the Brunswick event. Brendan Pick singing to the song from Frozen.
Let it go.
Oh, I do not want to hear that. Brendan, please do not send me that link.
Don't worry, we'll send it for you.
It'll be up on the MJT page soon.
But no, I like taking photos, and I've talked with a couple of high schools also about taking some of their team photos next year. So if you guys want any bowling photos for your event, feel free to contact me on Facebook as well. You know, we do it all: live stream, photographs, commentating, tournament direction, logistics, whatever you want, we'll do it. MJT. I guess we already talked about 7 Arrows.
7 Arrows, that's it.
That's what we'll be going under next year, 7 Arrows Productions. The name came up by Brendan Pick.
Now I want to kind of bring it back to the match again. Jacob Gens, last 2 shots, right lane trips out of 6-7, left lane trips out of 4-9. That's some huge breaks right there. But I mean, Dolans can get up here and bring it into a close match.
Oh, wow, great shot.
Vicious shot to the pocket.
Yeah, it was.
There's no doubt about that one.
So we have the Asylum's brother coming in to the booth right now, the uproar. What do you got to say?
Boom. Yeah, that hit with some authority. It really did. That was like Kimbo Slice.
And that's the thing, is that if he can hit that spot on the lane, get it out loft there, he's gonna pack the last 6 here. That's
if he can continue to do that.
I mean, it's gonna give him some room. Oh, it's short again.
Oh. Wow.
That's sick. I mean, he did move left. He made a major move left on that, so he was able to get it down a little bit more. Great shot, just
bad break.
Yeah, not getting the carry.
It must not be his match. It's just one of those days. Still had a great qualifying and a great total day. I mean, the match isn't over yet, but all Jacob needs to do is basically fill a frame on each one.
You just got to wonder if he's going to make a move on this next shot, because like I said, he crumbled out of 6-7 last frame and crumbled out of 4-9 frame on 19. So
yeah, I think he's pretty comfortable right now. I don't know if he's going to make a move. He's probably just going to try to get the rest of the game out. But it is still a possibility of Joey winning, so.
Looks pretty good. Oh.
Real good shot.
That was a wrap 10 if I've ever seen, man.
Yeah. Now let's just hope that he can convert on this, because last game missed a 10-pin early in the gutter. So let's see if he. Now you got to wonder if he's going to switch balls or not, because he has added tape to that other ball.
Looks like he's doing something right now to his ball.
Yep, there it is.
Adding a piece of tape.
I mean, that's a smart thing to do. Just take your time. You know that you don't have any shot clock. Gives you a little bit of time to breathe. It's pretty much the equivalent of taking a re-rack on the PBA.
Yeah. You know what? I've got a question for you before we go off the air.
Yeah.
This was brought up earlier by Scott, who we had in the booth. He wanted to know if there was a rule in our tournaments against having a coach in the bowlers area with you.
No.
I didn't think there would. Ray didn't think there would.
Yeah. I mean, I know some tournaments have frowned upon that, and I mean, being in the bowlers area is a little bit extreme.
Yeah.
But
if you come back, maybe, I mean,
I don't see any
back
reason
on
why.
the carpeted tile, spectator area. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, who's going to stop you from talking to anybody?
And
I know Austin has Dennis, his dad, that helps him a lot. So it's a pretty crucial shot right here.
Wow.
You know, I know
couldn't have looked
in
any
the
better.
PBA they technically don't let you have a coach or a ball rep in the area.
They sit behind the
lanes. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's behind the lanes, but it's behind the advertisement screen.
Yep. Yeah.
But they still whisper to each other.
Yeah, they definitely
you
do.
see them moving across.
I'm talking about in qualifying in the PBA. They can't be in the bowlers area. Like they have to go to the ballroom to get their ball.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't tell.
Okay.
But you know, if you go get a ball out of the room, it's going to have a note in the ball in the thumb hole or something.
They actually introduced it a few years ago. You used to not be able to talk to anybody about the shot. You cannot have your friend coming onto the next lane and saying, "Hey, the left lane's hooking more than the right."
Really?
You cannot discuss anything like that. Now, I mean, that's as far as I'm concerned. That's what the rule was. That's the way that it was. Man,
that was a great shot for Joe.
I can't talk loud enough to get over throwing the strike shot sound right there.
Boom.
But yeah, but now they've introduced it to where the ball reps can actually help. You can have a coach while you're going. I don't know what the extent is as far as where they can be, but
yeah, me neither. I've never really honestly bowled a PBA tournament, but from what I've been told by my friends in the PBA, that you can go in the ballroom and you go to the paddock and grab a ball. Hey, we drilled this ball for you. Move 3 boards right. It's in the.
Can you do that in the middle of the game?
You can drill a ball at PBA anytime you want.
That's not like changing surface. Because you know how you can't change the surface in the middle of a game.
Man, I thought there was something about...
Can you get a brand new ball drilled in the middle of a game?
I don't. Any of you guys out there that are listening, if you want to just find that out for us, Brendan or Joey or one of any of you other 1,000 people out there.
1,000 minus 950.
And let's focus on this match for a second and the bombs that these guys are throwing.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
This is... if we had this all match, this would be a blast 300. I mean, what a performance, what a closeout. There's that other ball. Same result.
Different.
Yeah, it's hard to beat him like that when he can throw 2 or 3 balls different in a match and strike on every one. That means he's definitely locked in.
It's a great match.
187 for Joe, as Jacob can strike for 37, no, 26. Gets 9. 25, I believe.
And Jacob Gins is your champion with a close finish by Joey Dolans for second. A great tournament by him. He led the tournament all day long. And then he just didn't have enough to finish the tournament.
Yeah, what a final match, 225 to 187.
Yeah, in Joey's last 5 frames and Jacob's last 5 frames were all in the pocket. They all threw great balls. The beginning of the game was a little rough for Joey, but he was trying to find the transition for that game.
Yeah, and it just seemed like it was all about how far out on the lane the loft was. I mean, I think we're going to be joined by tournament champion Jacob Gins right now, who qualified second, had to do 2 matches, 2 great matches, tough competitors, Kyle Sherman and Joe Dolans, who led the tournament pretty much all day. So, have Jake coming in, just got to flip the switch up, and then you'll be good to go. We hot.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Jake.
Great bowling, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations on another tournament, successful tournament. I mean, coming out, it was basically you and Joe all day today. You had a couple struggles there, game like 3 and 4, but other than that, just looking good, looking solid. Why don't you give us a rundown of how the day went today?
Well, I started out on 15 and 16, and this side of the high side of the bowling alley was, the back ends were a little crisper than the low side, and I was moving left, and the back ends kept getting slicker and slicker, and I just lost my reaction after game 2. I think I was 90.
Yeah.
94 over or something after 2, and I just lost it. And then I was fishing around. I was able to stay around 180, 190 every game, but I finally figured it out. I had like the last 5 in game 5, and then I shot 240 the last game to get to 100 over.
Yeah, and we saw you throw the IQ Tour Pearl, and we saw you throw the Fusion, and I was even making comment in the booth here about how going into that game against Kyle Sherman, you're like, I'm like, what lane do you want to start on? You're like, I have no idea. I haven't thrown a strike yet. What was going through your mind there, and how did you actually get up there and pull out the 257? I mean, that's.
Well, the IQ Fusion gets down the lane really well for me, especially for whatever reason, it works great for me on sport shots because I used it the whole time at nationals pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's been my go-to ball on sport shots, like I was saying. So I just went to something I was comfortable with, something that I thought would get down the lane and still have be crisp on the back. So everything else that I was using was a little too early in the mid lane, which is what I have problems with most of the time anyways.
Yeah, it looked like the IQ Tour Pearl just kind of, it was getting there, but it didn't really have the oomph like the Fusion had.
Well, in the Asylum, I couldn't keep it right at the head pin.
Yeah.
So.
And we saw you put tape in your ball about 3 times or 4 times that last game. What was that about?
My hand.
Like just getting cold in here or something.
My hand kept going down.
Yeah, I
had that same problem.
Going down there and putting the names and everything like that, there was a breeze down there.
Well, what happened. That's what happened when I missed that 10 pin in the match against Kyle. I just lost it. Just went straight right on me.
Yeah, when you left the 10, we were saying, we saw you put tape in the Fusion. We're like, we're wondering if he's gonna put in the IQ or in the spare ball, and sure enough, like you took your time and that's just a mark of like an experienced bowler. It's good to see, because most people would be getting up there and going like, oh, I can't wait the match, I can't stall the match, and just to get up there and have the tolerance and have the ability to put a piece of tape in your ball, trust it enough to where you can throw and pick it is just that's great. I mean, that's something that you definitely need in the sport. So
well, it's nice having pre-cut pieces to just take it out and put it in.
Yeah, definitely. Throughout the day, I mean, they were saying that 19 and 20 kind of had a different look to it as far as anything else. It looked like from 13 through 16, it had a lot less on the back end compared to the middle part. Is that what you found?
Well,
or
for me, I thought there was a lot more hold on 19 and 20.
Yeah.
Which is why the Fusion worked so well, because it was able to get through, and the back end on that ball is just ridiculous.
I know.
For me especially.
Yeah.
So it was able. I basically just tried keeping my angles straighter, because I carry better keep my angles straighter anyways because of my rev rate. But
yeah,
I just tried, because if you get it right too early, it's not going to carry, or it's going to go through the face.
Yeah, we saw that with Kyle Sherman, had a little problem with that, and it seemed like you had just that little bit more that you can get it a pinch right and it'll hold, because you had a polished surface compared to Kyle's Asylum, where he had a little bit more surface and it really took off of that spot. So but I mean, your bowling out here on the MOTs, I mean, it's just been consistent. It's been consistently good. So we're excited to have you back and have you at these tournaments, and
thank you.
We can't thank you enough for your participation, because having bowlers like you out there, it makes it fun to watch. Like the step ladders today, we were talking about one of the best that we've ever seen. So
and you know what I really like about this is a lot of these older players. I know you're not in college anymore, but you never bowled college bowling, correct?
No.
A lot of these bowlers that bowl in St. Louis don't want to bowl against the college kids, because they say that, oh, they bowl in sport shot. Well, you are a prime example of you didn't bowl college. You came out here today and you beat everyone, and that's really cool. I mean, that just shows other people that, hey, you don't have to bowl college bowling and bowl in sport shot all the time. I know you bowl in sport shots, but not as much as like Kyle or someone like that does, because he has it at St. Charles. So it's kind of cool to see you come out here and take the win today. So hopefully more people will come out and bowl next tournament because of the example that you set. So.
Well, I hope so.
And that way that you can get more money out of it.
There was quite a few more people here at this one than there were the last one I was at.
How did you like the payout? I know you got paid, but 1 and 3 payout and $50 entry fee. That's pretty good.
I like the 1 and 3. Most tournaments are 1 and 4.
Nobody does that. Yeah, nobody does that. That's what we try to take pride in. It's cheap entry on a tough pattern with live stream, and a decent payout. You know. And we need the exposure. We need word of mouth. We need people like, the bowlers like you guys and everybody who bowls to just tell everybody to come out and try it and see how it is, And I take pictures of everybody. You get a free picture. You can do whatever you want with it. I take video, like single shot videos of most people. It's unique. What we do is very unique. So I'm glad that you came out. I'm glad that you won. I know you've come out a couple times.
I think this was only my third one. I've gone to the last 3, I think.
Okay, cool.
And I'll just let it be known that you were one of my picks out of the first. We each picked 4, and I picked you. So
So
I win.
He wins dinner tonight.
My teammate there.
Yep. And we will be back next fall.
Yep.
Yeah, we will be. So hopefully, tell everybody, get some more people out, come back and bowl.
I'll do what I can.
All right, great.
So good bowling.
Yeah, nice bowling.
Thanks, guys.
So there you have it. Our champion in the scratch division, Jacob Gentz. Stay tuned to our Facebook channel, our Facebook page. We have a YouTube channel. Subscribe to us on YouTube. It's look up MJT. What is it? Midwestern Juniors. Look up Midwestern Juniors on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. Do we have a Twitter?
We have a Twitter, mjtbowling.com.
There you go. Get on that tweet box and tweet for us, or tweet to us. We'll answer and share it. And stay tuned. So I'm Matt Turek.
I'm Ray Spink.
I'm Ricky Matsko.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.